Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I've been doing this, yes, 50 years. Aren't I lucky? I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. I have a whole team of former IRS agents that work with me. You can look at my videos that I've been on TV with and everything that we kind of do through our website at 777irs.com. We have a very talented and experienced and friendly team. I do these videos for 3 reasons: to educate you, to inform you, and to make sure that you're not, in fact, getting ripped off by people. There's a lot of people in this industry, especially in the offer and compromise, that like to promise like they're going to go ahead and settle your case, and you wind out losing a bunch of money on this. So just be very careful. You can call me if you've ever been ripped off. I can probably tell you a couple things that you can do to help go ahead and help defend yourself. One of the things that I'm asked a lot is there any way I can find out why I am audited by Internal Revenue Service? So a lot of times IRS sends you a letter and you say, God, how do they know what's going on? I need to know more. Well, you can do this in a couple ways. The first thing is you can go ahead and ask the auditor directly and just say, hey, would you tell me why I'm audited? Now, 50% of the time they're jerks. They won't tell you. The other 50% of the time they probably will tell you, but there's a really easy way to find out why you're audited. If you look at the document requests, we call them in the business the doc requests, they will list on there the things that they want. So when they list on the document request what they want, those usually are the things that the IRS computer algorithm found that your tax return was really not what they expected it to be. So they go ahead and they kick out the issues that fell out of the national norms and averages. Just let me explain this to you so you know how that works. IRS's computer, through their algorithms, scan every single return, and you get a DIF number, a discriminatory index function number. IRS will flag every item that you have on your return that has fallen out of the national average. So you go ahead and you have, this is an easier way to tell you everything. You get a score that your return is out and where the return was out. So IRS says, according to everyone else who filed their returns, kind of where you lived and in your dollar amount and your adjusted gross income, these were the average expenses. And they may have norms that range between 15 and 25%. So they have ranges. Now, one range won't kick you out, two range won't kick you out, but IRS is looking for a cumulative score that's well above the national averages. And if you're taking credits, a lot of credits on your return, IRS now has a bunch of filters that really catch up on people, and they're going to know if people are going ahead and taking advantage of them. Now, just because you're audited, that does not mean, in fact, that you are going to go ahead and you can't defend yourself, or you'll come up with a no change. If you go through an audit and you happen to go through and IRS doesn't change it, when the business is called an NC, a no change, so that doesn't mean anything. Also, a little tip I can give you: if in fact you have high deductions and you want to prove them so IRS does not kick the return out for audit, attach those documents to the return. So if the auditor is looking at the rating, they'll say, oh, right here, here's the expense. They've got their documentation with this. By the way, if you ever get audited by Internal Revenue Service, we have a whole team of former IRS agents, some of the top agents in the business in IRS tax defense. One of the people, Herb Canner, on our staff was an appeals agent, a CPA, a revenue agent, large dollar, small dollar, tax court liaison. So we are fully equipped to go ahead and represent anybody at any level. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment. I would really appreciate if you'd give me a subscription show YouTube that people at least appreciate us and they see authenticity, and they move us up the rankings just a little. So if you could do that, I would appreciate it. If you want to leave me a comment, and it's a pretty good idea, I make YouTubes really from you leaving ideas with me. So thank you very much. I appreciate the subscription. Have a good day.